My fellow fighters and the people of the world. Very interesting times we are living in. Never expected any celebrities. Of course, you can't expect them to be part of politics because they are not politicians and they are usually quiet when certain things happen in the country. But I never expected, and I'm sure you guys never expected the name I'm about to tell you now. Shebeshkt. Never expected Shebeshkt to make this type of threat that is making because of everything that is happening to the CIC. And I will explain why Shebeshkt might be, or why I believe Shebeshkt is feeling the way he's feeling about this whole situation. So I'm gonna do justice and put this in simple terms. What I mean is this year. Shebeshkt says if you arrest CIC, his entire team will be there. Racism will be a thing they don't tolerate. Why is Minister Clifford saying this? Because Shebeshkt, this is his Facebook account. Sharp Shooter Mabana, that's his real Facebook account. That's Shebesht's Facebook account. Shebeshkt in his Facebook account says, Geba ka swara Julius Malema, Rina ma topless, Rosenya Street. Lili huwa nkasele nyake ulibona. Yeah, I can't read that. Li huwa nkasa nyako libona. You won't want to see a white person. Okay, he's saying if they dare arrest the CIC, sorry to butcher CPD, I'm not PD, I tried though, and I understood everything. If they, this is what I'm saying, if they dare arrest CIC, him and his ninjas, they won't tolerate it. They won't like it. They will cause chaos, they will cause havoc, and they won't even want to meet or see any white person because you already know. Okay, let me explain something to you guys. The CIC helps a lot of people. Many of the things are not documented. Piece by piece, every day we try to show you what the CIC does. And as a collective, this party does. So when you ask, why is Shebe, or why might Shebe be acting and reacting like this? Shouldn't he be one of the celebrities who hate the EFF? Is him being in good terms with the CIC good for business for him? Hey man, this ninja is from Limpopo, and the type of music he makes is Licompo. And Licompo, you can't ignore it, is from Limpopo, exactly where Julius Malema comes from. And Shebeshkt is from the same place the CIC comes from. And when Shebeshkt accident happened, when he lost his daughter, may his soul rest in peace. When he lost his daughter, and he also got into some critical injuries during the accident, guess who was there? Of course, you guessed it right. It was the one and only person who you expect to be there. It was him, the CIC, who paid for all the medical bills, who took care of Shebeshkt when Shebeshkt was down and out, and reinforced that, don't worry, man, you still have a comeback. And Shebesht's first podcast was the EFF podcast with the former host, of course, Titus Ntung, where he was spitting his heart and explaining everything of his accident and explaining how he's grateful the CIC helped him. And the first gig was performing at the EFF event. He was booked even after the accident when the world tried to boycott him. They tried to cancel him. The EFF still had faith in him. They still booked him even when he was cancelled in certain shows because of his behavior or reckless behavior and everything. So he understands the goodness and the good heart of this. He has experienced it. He has experienced it firsthand because he benefited from it. And I'm not saying he owes the CIC something. But when you see someone who has been there for you go through something and which you believe is unfair, It's only a matter of time until you react when that person is being treated unfairly. You would react because you're like, ah man, this person, I kind of look at him like my hero, kind of look at him like someone who has done something nobody would ever do for me. But why is he being treated like this? And you know, things like this are the things people ignore. They ignore people like Shebeshkt when they say things like this without understanding how much influence this guy has. If you want to know how big he is, look at his music, the numbers he makes. And not just that, look at his videos when he posts online, the engagement people, and look at how people react to him. They start dressing up the way he dressed, they draw the tattoos like he is. That's influence. He has that influence. You can't speak about Licompo without speaking about him. It's like, even though he's not, but it's like the perception is like he has become the face of Licompo. Of course, not him alone. Of course, Bokarejma and everyone else. Shout out to them, these guys who are doing this beautiful music that is about to take over and is already taking over in Limpopo. Of course, not where I'm from. Where I'm from, they play Tonga music. There's new Shikaza Shama 2K. There's also old type of Shikaza for anyone. So this side, they play Tonga music. They barely play Licompo. But Licompo exists in a part where there's Pedi people, Balobedi, and other people. So they ignore this person without understanding the influence he has. If he decides to do something in the name of the CIC, don't you dare believe he's the only one who's gonna do it. There's people who are just waiting for a scapegoat to show out their frustrations to the government. They will use the CIC's moment. Let them arrest the CIC. I'm telling you, a lot of people will come out hiding to show how. They won't do it because some of them, they won't agree, that they won't admit that you are doing it because we don't believe the CIC is wrong. Some of them will be just doing it because they want to satisfy their own frustrations. They want to, you see, at this point we are in now. You remember the July unrest. People just needed President Jacob Zuma as moment for themselves. It was never even about President Jacob Zuma. That was the breaking point where people were like, Yazin, we've had enough from the government, unemployment, this, lockdown, we are going out. Now, similar thing is going to happen when the CIC, and this happens to him, gets arrested. I foresee many people problem, they undermine the influence of the CIC. They undermine it. They don't understand actually the implications of his arrest. What will those implications be? They still believe, no, this guy is not big like Zuma, so nothing like that will happen. Yeah, they're not ready. Not ready. And the worst part is that this party exists in all parts of South Africa and in institutions of higher learning, universities. And there's people who love this guy but might not be voting for him, but they love him, they like him. And there's people who are just frustrated and they're just looking for something, a breaking point nyana, for an unled revolution to happen. This will be the moment. We'll come here. We'll come back here. You think the CIC will be arrested and then like people will keep quiet and like it's business as usual. You're not ready. It won't be business as usual. Whoever is telling you that, they're lying to you. The CIC can never be arrested and then it's just business as usual and then it's just quiet. Nothing like that can ever happen. I'm telling you now. But of course, it is what it is. Those people who are telling you it'll be quiet, they don't have your best interest at heart because they're not even trying to prepare you for I don't know. But it is what it is. We thank you very much. Tango.